Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome to Story in the Cards, and help me welcome my lovely co-host, Alice, from Heart and Soul Connected. And she's glitching, and she's having computer issues. How's it working out now, Allie? Okay. All right. She's frozen. Folks, we're going to do what we can. And Allie is doing everything she can on her end to get things going. And if we can fix it, we will. If not, well, can you at least hear us?
Yeah, Paula, doesn't her hair look beautiful that way? Yeah, it really does.
Thank you.
Yeah. I hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. Although when I freeze up, I don't hear Marina. So if I speak over Marina or she speaks over me, we have a bit of a delay. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to get this straightened out. Yeah.
Hey, there's things that we can do and things that we can't do. So if any of you out there are techie people, give us a hand.
Yeah. Tried a lot of things. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good, Barbara.
Good. Excellent. All right. Well, how are things going on your channel? What have you got coming up that's
if exciting? I could do it, I'm going to be on with Dr. Ann tomorrow from Australia. Yeah. And Helen and I may or may not have a show. I'm not sure. She's got some things she's got to do early, and so we'll see how it goes. And with my internet being so weird, yes, I'm still having. Hi, Diana. I was still having techie issues, and I don't have any idea why. I've tried everything, but anyway, quit fidgeting. Okay.
That must be it.
Yeah, that must be it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that must be it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But how about you? What are you up to this weekend?
This weekend, actually, I'm getting together tomorrow with Sherry, Trancing with Spirit, and we're going to be discussing the second part of Shine Your Light. Excuse me.
Good.
Which so far we've got scheduled for December 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. Next week, I've got Monday is caffeinated and unfiltered. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday with the boys.
Mm-hmm.
And then sisters and messages for light workers and so on.
Awesome.
So, yeah, there's, things happening, keeps me busy, keeps me out of the bingo hall.
There you go. There you go. Well, that and the snow keeps you out of the bingo hall because you get a lot of snow there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we sure are. And it's wild. I said to you earlier, yeah, it looks pretty, when you're inside and you're warm, it looks pretty. And then, yeah, you go outside and it's cold and miserable, and driving is a challenge. So
I know, I totally get it. And I just walked up to the mailbox a little while ago, and it's 37 degrees here, and it's a little cold. I just, it doesn't make sense because it's usually in the 50s or the high 40s, early 50s.
Yeah,
and so it's a little cool, but I guess we're getting winter. So what can we do, right?
Yeah. This is the part of the country we chose to live in. So, we've got to take the good with the bad, right?
That's right. That's right.
Put on an extra layer of clothing.
Or we could go to Palm Beach and hang out with Justin and Donald.
We could do that. We could do that. And, it's funny that you mentioned that because I didn't realize that Justin was at Mar-a-Lago. And when you mentioned it, the first thing that I thought of was, Justin's gone down to visit Melania.
Yes, remember her look? Oh my God.
Oh, please. Yeah.
That picture of her, she's just looking up at him like, ah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Like, oh, I want to eat you up. Totally. Totally.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely. Well, let me say hello to some of the folks that have joined us.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Diana, oil painter. We've got Jean Kavanaugh, Jackie McHavoc, Linda Kennedy, Moonstone Girl, Denise Fletcher, Debbie Smith, Linda Coyote Rosenbaum, Kathleen Bourgeois, Marby Gangora, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp. Hello, Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Who else
Did you
do
say
we have?
Moonstone Girl? Moonstone Girl.
Yes,
Yeah. You did
Moonstone
say it.
Girl, Joan
Yeah.
Baker,
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Nesper, Laura Hammond Davis, Donna
Mm-hmm.
O'Brien, Jamie Sheridan, Paula Roveda, Froxy Roxy, Charlie Sage. Oh my gosh. A
Yeah.
lot of wonderful people. Mimi Nee.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe
Dawn Turner. Dawn's
Dawn
here.
Turner.
Yeah. And
Dawn
Brenda
Turner.
Urich. Yes,
Yes,
Justin is
wonderful.
single now.
Mhm.
Melania is too, technically, you know.
Technically. Yeah. Yeah.
She isn't with Grandpa Pants.
No. No.
Oh,
And who was it? Yeah. Jackie McHavoc said, hi from Winterpeg. That's
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
because, Winnipeg gets hit with some crazy storms. So, we refer to it lovingly as Winterpeg.
Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, your country has the loony and the toonie. So what else is new, you know?
There you go. There you go. Yeah. And did you know that you can't rip up our money?
The paper money? No.
It's not paper, it's plastic.
Oh, wow.
It's made of a very soft plastic. Yeah, you can't rip it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that also means you can clean it. So if you go to the
yes,
strip joint, you know, you can still wash.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
And
amazing.
Brenda Yurt says no snow in Nova Scotia yet. Perfect.
I love Nova Scotia. Yeah. I used to live in New England and went up to New Brunswick, Nova Scotia with near Pierrette lives in New Brunswick. So
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
No.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And I lived in Dartmouth for a good number of years. So yeah, it's a very beautiful province. And it's, it has 4 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Like New England. Yeah, much like it. Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
Diana, you had snow in Michigan today. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think it is beautiful. As Marina says, if you don't have to go anywhere and you don't have any agenda, it's beautiful. And you have heat and other things like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hi, Judith. It's nice to see you.
Indoors. Hello. Yeah. Nice to see everyone here. So, we can start off by taking a look at why Justin is down at Mar-a-Lago. I would like to think that he is a smart enough man. And I mean, he recognizes BS when he hears it. So did he go down there to check out and make sure that, Trump is still among those of us who are breathing? Or did he go down to say hello to Melania and just send a message to Donald?
Could be.
Yeah.
So what do I get? I think it's Melania. No, I mean, I know it's not Melania. I know that he's down there schmoozing so that they can figure out this stupid tariff thing. But while he's there, sparkle, bitch.
Yes. I think that he is. Yeah, I get explorer. Yeah, he's down there. He's down there reviewing his options.
He's reviewing the situation.
Absolutely. Just taking a look. Just, how are things going? And then from the visions of liminal space, visions in the liminal space, I got the passage of time or the passing of time.
Okay.
So
yeah,
maybe he did go down to just kind of check things out.
And guess what he's going to find?
What?
Vomit.
Perfect.
It's probably the smell, the infamous smell that other people have told us about. Yeah.
Wow. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
He probably has to put up with Elonia because he won't leave. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Yeah. It's like he's taken over.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm here. This is like, my house now. Yeah.
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 Hello, Chrissy. Yeah.
Hey, Chrissy. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. Clarence is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
An innocent potato. It's nice to see you. I love that. My favorite TV show as a little girl was Rawhide. And rolling. That's perfect. That's perfect, Diana. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. Hey, Anya. Nice to see you here. Elizabeth. Hey, that is different. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that name. That's
yes.
Good. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Moonstone Girl, yeah, you bring up something that that Allie and I were talking about beforehand, and I had said, no, we haven't seen Trump out in public, not since really the 21st, 22nd.
Yeah,
there's been pictures, but a picture could have been taken 3 weeks ago, a month ago, whenever, right? So a picture doesn't really prove a whole lot. And my thought was that when when the fellow from NATO came over to visit, I think that he brought Trump some information that kind of sent Trump off the deep end. And my feeling is that he laid it out and said, right, we know what you did. We know how you did it. This is how you did it. You breathe a word of this to anyone before we come out with it, and we're going to release it all of it. And that was kind of what sent Trump off the deep end, because now anyway, my impression is he feels like a caged animal. He can't do what he normally does, which is to go out there and project. So, for someone who loves to be in the public eye and loves to get that adulation, why is he so quiet?
Well, my feeling too is that somebody was saying, and I think it was somebody said Libby from Magister, is it? She was saying that he was airlifted to Walter Reed Army Hospital, which I have no idea, but he doesn't want people to know how really bad off he is. Whether that's true or not, that's just, conjecture. But, the other thing is they can certainly pull an AI anytime they want. They can get him to talk or whatever they want. So maybe that whole thing with the YMCA was AI. We don't know. Yeah.
No, we don't know.
Yeah.
And it could have been pieced together anytime. And it's funny because I was listening earlier to David Terra by the Bay, and he said, isn't it funny that Trump's taste in music goes from Ave Maria to YMCA? Those are his favorites.
Yeah.
YMCA it's like the national anthem for the LGBTQ community.
No kidding.
Does he not know that?
I don't think so. And you know what else is weird? I saw a picture of Trump and his granddaughter and Caitlyn Jenner and Elon. And Elon had his arm around Caitlyn Jenner. And Elon has nothing to do with his transgendered daughter. She's dead to him. But
Really?
I just guess that Caitlyn Jenner is not in the same, maybe Caitlyn's giving them some money or something. I don't know. But don't you
Sending
find that?
signal.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Sending signals. And there was also something else that Trump had posted on Truth Social something about Thanksgiving, or Trump apparently posted. We don't know who posted it.
Stephen Miller might have, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And J.D. Vance thought that it would be a whole lot of fun to put up his own post where he had taken an older picture of much older picture of Thanksgiving, and he had superimposed his head on the wife that is in the picture. And it was, J.D. Vance wants to be Donald Trump's wife. Well, my goodness.
I know.
He knows how to do the makeup thing.
That's true. He already has the eyeliner. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I don't believe, Clarence, I'll be honest, I don't think Trudeau is caving to Trump.
No.
I think Mark Zuckerberg might have. And maybe, and there might be others, but I believe that he's gone down there to, like Marina said, explain what tariffs are. And we already know that Trump said he talked to the Mexican president, who's a woman, and he doesn't like women in charge of anything. And so I think Trudeau's going down there and saying, do you really want to do this? And Joe Biden said it was great. It really isn't too smart for the two closest countries not to be in support of each other. How stupid is that?
Exactly. And there are things. I mean, Trump was always complaining about NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement. And it was the worst deal ever, and blah, blah, blah. And when he became president, he renegotiated a fabulous deal. And I think they called it the U.S. something. Anyway, now he's saying that's not a good deal. But you're the king of good deals.
Good deals, I know. Yeah.
Did you make a mistake when you renegotiated?
Yeah.
And
they're trying to burn us to the ground. They really are. They're just absolutely. He's got a plan to bankrupt everything and
everything and everybody is just slash and burn. That's his big thing. I have a feeling that his own people are going to turn against him because they have bought into the idea that he's the savior. He's the one. He's going to lower gas prices. He's going to lower food prices. He's going to do all these things by introducing these tariffs. The country doesn't pay the tariffs. The consumer pays the tariffs. So, when they start going to the grocery store and they're seeing the price of eggs, you're paying $10 a carton.
Right.
And there's no Christmas bonus. Oh, by the way, you get no more overtime because there is no such thing as overtime pay.
That's right.
Everyone is on a salary. And so, if you got to work 50, 60 hours a week, hey, you get your salary. That's it. No more.
Yeah.
I think, that's when they'll really, really start to wake up.
Yeah. If at all. I mean, I for some reason, somebody was saying on an earlier show in the chat that the people that surround them that are MAGAs, maybe it was Mary Thornberry, I can't remember, but they said that the people in that area think that he's going to give out bonus checks, $400 for rent every month and all this other stuff. And they're absolutely delusional. They're delusional. Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Let me know when that check arrives.
I know. You'll move right down here, I bet, Marina.
Right down. Yeah. As soon as that check arrives, you let me know and I'll get on here and I will do a video with 1,000 apologies. I was wrong. You were right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'd bet
Absolutely.
money on that, and I think that would be a very safe bet. Yeah.
Well, it's important also to mention tonight, then this isn't really on the news, by the way, everybody. But Prime Minister or President of Iran, Assad,
Yes.
he has been pretty much thrown out of Iran by an uprising in that country. And
Yes.
he's sitting with Vlad right now over in Russia. He had to get out of there because they wanted to get to him.
Yeah.
And so people aren't going to stand for that. It was you,
No.
Mary. Thank you, dear. People aren't going to stand for that BS.
No.
And we don't need to stand for that BS either. We just need to get up and stand up and say, you know, this isn't what we signed up for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, if and well, okay. I know I'm preaching to the crowd because there's no way that any mega would be in here going, oh, listen, she's got a point. Maybe I should think about that. There,
Yeah.
when you can't see past the tip of your nose, and when you are unwilling to do any kind of research, you just buy into whatever somebody tells you. You deserve whatever is coming to you. So while I can be compassionate on some level, I'm not going to stand by and just open my arms and say, oh, welcome back to the fold.
Right.
It's going to be, I will be your cheerleader while you fix this mess.
Right.
I'm not going to fix it for you. No. And I will remind you that, yes, this is a mess that you made.
That's right. No, that's right. There's a lot of people boo-hooing because their relatives won't talk to them anymore. They wouldn't come to Thanksgiving. They wouldn't do anything.
Yes.
And, oh, well, I mean, they're saying things like, well, when I voted for Biden, I talked to you when he won. It's like it's not apples. It's apples and oranges here. We're not talking about the same type of thing. Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
One wants to represent the whole country, and one wants to represent the 1% of the country, and that's a big difference. And if you don't know, where you fall in the scheme of things, check your bank account.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, Brenda Urick has got a really good point here, and that sounds like something Trump would do. If he makes companies' stocks drop due to the tariffs, he'll try to profit when the stocks go back up. If the tariffs are then renegotiated. Oh, everything is all about the Benjamins, we call it. Yes. And but I was talking with Keith today, and I said something about he's not smart enough to figure all this crap out. He's not. And so he's depending on, you just know there's a lot of other people that are so complicit with all of this crapola. And they're the ones advising him. So yeah,
absolutely. And he just whoever is in his ear last, that's the opinion that he's going to go with.
That's right.
And it's unfortunate that we have to go along for the ride while some people should have paid attention in school and should have stayed in school a little longer than maybe they did.
So my one of my students wrote a research paper about whether or not that schools should require civics classes. And I said, hey, they used to. I took civics my freshman year in high school.
Absolutely.
And, you should know something about your government. And they also should teach you how to do your taxes. I mean, that's just one thing they should do anyway. But you should know, people should have a test before they can vote. They should not be allowed to vote without a test. Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. Listen, you do it to immigrants.
Yeah.
You do it to immigrants. You make them pass a test so that they know about the country. And what the rules, the laws, and everything else are. Just because you're born in that country doesn't, it doesn't make you smarter or anything else. In fact, clearly, it's a challenge to learn things that affect you, and not only Allie, this is research that these people should have done before they voted, not after.
All they had to do was put it in Google, for heaven's sake.
I know.
When I hear people tell me, well, I don't know how to do that, I say, do a Google search. What's wrong with you? It's at least it's a beginning. At least they're making an attempt. It's not difficult to figure out.
Yeah, it's not. But this way, everyone's excuse can be, well, I was hoodwinked. My cousin Randy's wife, Betty, told me,
right.
And she, she works down at the county office. And if anyone should know, it's her. And she told me, well, I'm sorry, Betty lied to you.
Yeah.
So, when you don't get your Social Security check, go see her. Maybe she's got your money.
I had to tell the students that politics is built around lies, and I don't think that's right. It is not right. No. And there should be an ethics and an integrity clause for anybody running for any public office.
Yes.
That you cannot lie. And we know we've known for years how much he lies. He lies about everything.
Lies like a sidewalk.
He does. So the other thing I heard was that 15,000 doctors signed a petition to not have Kennedy be the head of the HHS. And I loved it, but 15,000 judges said Trump should never run or be able to run. And so it's great, but nothing ever gets done about that.
Yeah.
It's
well, maybe nothing up until now. Maybe nothing up until now. There,
you might be right.
I'm hopeful and I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yep.
But at the same time,
they didn't do it in Germany. They didn't do it in later on Pinochet down in Chile and a few others. And we saw Bolsonaro doing what he did. We saw, I mean, it's just like it's you just want to get someone and shake them by the shoulders and say, wake up, please, wake up. You need to know, you need to find out what the truth is,
Absolutely. Yeah. That and like someone mentioned, you need to take a test in order to get a driver's license. Yes, absolutely. Maybe we should start testing people before they're allowed to have children. Because you know what? Yes. You are responsible for the next generation. That's if you don't have the smarts to be able to discern things or whatnot, maybe having children right now isn't the path that you want to be on.
Right. No, that's right. That's right.
So, yeah.
You're absolutely
and yes, right. Rose Allen says, repeat after me. He hasn't.
I know he hasn't. Yeah. And that really bugs me too, Rose Allen, that people are already determining that they're listening to him already. And so I feel the same way about that. Yeah. It's like Jack Smith dropping the charges. He's not the president right now. Why can't they just go forward? Why can't you make anyway? I still think there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know anything about.
Yeah. I think we're right. So okay, you know what? Let's pull a couple cards here and let's ask our lovely cards. Does Trump get inaugurated? Does Trump get inaugurated?
Ooh.
I get naked man. No. He is the emperor has no clothes. He has been and will be exposed. What'd you get?
Wow. I got the Divine Mother and then I got a flower. And I think of flowers as female. I get the Divine Mother, and I know that Kamala isn't the divine. She's not a mother. She's a stepmother, of course. But this is almost like a miracle card to me. It is. It's like a
Yes,
miracle card.
it's a divine feminine.
Yes, it is.
It's women. It's the
Yep.
the feminine force
Mhm.
coming into its own.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, I think
And yeah,
that's a good card, Allie.
it is a good card. And
Yeah.
Innocent Potato, I'm right there with you during the Cuban Missile Crisis. I was in New Hampshire then, and Portsmouth, the out on the water was 40 miles away, and we were underneath our desks doing duck and covers, like my desk was going to take care of an atomic bomb. But yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ember, it's nice to see you. You said, may we ask if Smith has simply put a pin in things instead of stepping away? I do know that he can bring it up anytime. He didn't destroy, but I'm wondering about whether or not we're going to be able to read all this before the inauguration, all of that report, because he's supposed to let the report go. So
yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is it is entirely possible that he himself may want to, quote unquote, hold back on the report, but somehow it just leaks out.
Yeah.
Oops. I have no idea how that happened. I'm going to find out who's responsible and I will fire them on the spot.
Oh, Moonstone Girl is so right. If NATO goes after him, they'll do this in The Hague.
Yes.
And because isn't Netanyahu also a war criminal?
Yes.
I mean, they could get everybody lined up like the Nuremberg trials.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Never thought of it that way and love it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I get he's the repairman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, yeah.
That would be that would be wonderful if he did that. And kind of, okay, let's keep on that train of thought. Trying him excuse me, in the US would not be as powerful as trying him in The Hague.
And they would film that all over the world.
All over the world. And the consequences with the Supreme Court and with some of the judges or whatnot, you don't know what the sentence would be. They don't control The Hague. So, that the sentence.
They hung a lot of those Nuremberg guys. I mean, they were all SS officers. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And the idea that, I was only following orders, and that doesn't cut it. That's right. That doesn't cut it.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
So, maybe this is his
purposes only. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. Read the bottom. Entertainment purposes.
That's right.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe on Allie's channel as well.
And Marina's. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. And it feels like things are in the works. And I'm not exactly too anxious to dive into it too deeply, only because what I was told a few weeks ago was it's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna come out.
I know.
Day of the sunshine, it's all going to be illuminated. So, I don't need to keep going back and asking, okay, how about now? Anything change? Are we still?
And we're strumming our fingers like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? But you're absolutely right. And so it is better to release it and to let it go and see where we get. It's what we get.
It will be what it's going to be, and that is just fine. I'm totally okay with that.
Yep. So, and Rose, you're probably right. Hell will break loose. I know Linda G was on today, and Linda G said lots of crazy stuff and fast. That's what she said. And so we'll hope that, and I really do believe that Joe is doing everything possible that he can do. Yeah, I really do. But he's this is Joe. He doesn't let anybody see his cards, and I love
Exactly.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You don't want to
Mhm.
telegraph to the other side that, what you're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got a surprise for you next Tuesday. We're coming in to raid your house.
Ooh-wee. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So,
Oh,
um,
wow. Yeah. Yes, Rose, I know the astrologers are really they're all singing the same song, really, that I've
yes,
seen. Yeah. Yeah. And
yes,
Kim the intuitive, yes, she did too.
yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And his health is not good. His health is not good. I am, um,
Okay.
uh,
Arthur
yeah,
says, yeah, 16th to the 18th. The 17th is the day they're supposed to determine the what is it? The electoral votes, but it's not till January 6th that they get that. But they do something on the 17th, and I believe, and you guys are in the chat, you can tell me, Diana or whoever is
yeah,
an astrologer. I believe there's some kind of configuration. I don't know if it's the moon or whatever on that day as well. So yeah.
could very well be.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I have a little theory, and I've asked Diana when she has time if she could kind of do a little bit of astrological digging for me. But um, and it here here's my train of thought. A lot of things happened in April of 1945.
They did.
A lot
Yeah.
of things.
Yes.
On the 12th, FDR died.
Mm-hmm.
On the 28th, Mussolini died. And on the 30th, Hitler died.
Right. And one of his big generals took his life too, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Those are the
Yeah.
three big ones.
Three. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And here we've got Trump, we've got Putin, we've got Netanyahu.
Right.
And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking
And Putin, something happened with well, something else. Oh no, you know what? Assad is Syrian. He's not Iranian. But somebody else was talking about um, some kind of incursion that Ukraine was able to get a lot of people
yes.
swept out of
Yeah,
there as well. And a lot of those North Koreans were they just fodder. They just fodder.
exactly. Exactly. They're not interested in fighting. And I read an article earlier today that said there was a whole division of Russian soldiers that deserted and said, nope, done.
I don't
And
blame them.
yeah, the leadership sucks. We're not
Uh-huh.
getting paychecks. We're being
Yeah.
put on 72-hour watch without any rest, any
No
sleep. I'm out
food.
of here.
Right.
No
Yeah.
food. Yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think Putin realizes, and that's the NATO in this case, they can do a good deal of damage. They can also prevent a good deal of damage, right?
True. That's true.
By visiting these some of these leaders, by visiting Trump and saying, right,
Mm-hmm.
we know what you did.
Yeah.
At this time, you did this and this and this. You talked to this person. Oh, we have the recording. Did you want to hear it? Because I can play it back for you. And this and this and this and this. Now, you need to go talk to your buddies, and you need to let them know that we've got the goods. So either you're all going to back away and say, no, I'm retiring, or blah blah blah, or you've got until this date and we release it. By the way, if anything should slip beforehand, within 10 minutes we release the whole thing.
Yep. Yep.
Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely right. But the other thing is, just recently, Ronan Farrow had a show on a documentary called Surveilled. And it
Mhm.
talks about this particular program that everybody has in different, and they're able to get into any of your cell phones. They're able to get into your
Yeah,
text. Yeah. And so, that if they can do that, they can do anything. They can
absolutely.
go into elections
Yeah.
um, but and then the other thing I remember hearing was that Putin wanted to start an incursion into Soviet Georgia. That's what it was. That he
Yes.
wanted to then take over that place too.
Yes.
I don't know where he thinks he's going to get all these men that can take care of this, and he's not making any money on anything. So
No.
yeah,
No. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, Karen Adams says, yeah, as long as 45 goes before he is inaugurated, I don't see him being inaugurated. You know what? I
Yeah.
could be wrong. I could be sitting here a few months from now saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yep.
so much, but
Well,
I don't.
if he gets inaugurated and he goes, then we get JD Vance because he's already been, which is crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. And I'm not sure how. I don't think this has ever happened before. If somebody went before they got inaugurated, I don't know what the Supreme Court would do. Would they allow him because he was on the ticket? It's hard to say. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, Mercury goes direct on the 15th. Okay.
so
That's
things coming
okay.
out.
That's what
Thank
it
you,
is.
Diana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. Mhm.
Made that, you know what,
Yeah.
that could be it. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. I
Yeah.
just know
Oh,
that
I
Biden
know,
is
Ellen.
working behind the scenes. He's doing whatever he
Yes.
can to protect a nation that he loves.
He got people out of China.
Yes,
No
he
one
did.
said anything about that
Yeah.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Yeah.
okay, Artist Liz
Mm.
says if he
All
goes
right.
before the inauguration, Vance can't be president.
Okay. They would have to do another election, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And don't forget too, um, a lot of people that voted for Trump, they don't like JD.
No, they don't.
They don't.
And that
So
has stopped in the past, that stopped people from voting for somebody, but apparently it didn't. It was
no,
not non-negotiable in this case.
yeah,
I was surprised. Yeah.
well, no,
Yep.
it it's going to be interesting. I had coffee yesterday with a dear friend, and yeah, we were talking about how um, we realize that we are living in interesting times. That and yeah,
Mhm.
and she's a medium, and she said, "Yeah, and can you believe we signed up to come down for this time?" And I said, "Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel a sense of excitement. I feel like I am on the verge of witnessing something magnificent."
Yep. We're
And yeah,
yeah. Yep. I 100% agree. And when I didn't know that Dave was going to release another one of my regression tapes on
yeah,
yesterday. But as I was listening to it again myself, I was realizing what I had prepared myself to do over lifetimes in order to be here now. Because each of
whoa,
those lives that came out were lives that were important to my life now, and all of us signed up for that. There's no coincidence that we're all
yeah,
here together. I mean, we
yeah,
just we just knew it. We just did that. Yeah. So
yeah,
it's amazing.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Huh? Well, let's see. I didn't really do a whole lot of research. Normally before this show, I like to do a good bit so that I've
Yeah.
got different things that I can pull in. And I didn't
Mhm.
have a chance to do that
Me either.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, partly because yeah, we ordered Chinese food last night, and
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it turned out that once I got into bed and once I fell asleep, I kept waking up and
Uh-huh. Sorry to
talking
hear that.
on the
Yeah.
great white telephone. Oh Jesus, oh Jesus.
As they pray to the porcelain god.
Porcelain god. Yeah, exactly. So I
Yeah.
didn't really do a whole lot today, except
That's
just
all
kind
right,
of
Marina.
yeah,
That's all
try to
right.
move as little as I could. I read a little, played with the animals. They were very, very accommodating in terms of being near me, being on me, being beside me.
They probably said, "Thank you, Mom. If we had
Yes.
known, we would have given you Chinese food earlier."
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, let's see if there's anything else that stands out. I can pull up. I don't really watch CNN, but I can pull it up. Yeah, Trump is dining with the prime minister. Let's see.
Yeah.
Trump's Ukraine envoy outlines a different approach to ending the war.
Really?
Oh, I know what we could talk about.
What?
Elon Musk's X, which a lot of people have fled, which is really great, are stepping into the legal fight over Alex Jones's InfoWars. And remember, I think we determined the Onion got the bid, which everybody didn't know if that was really true because the Onion is this, this crazy paper. But if Elon gets involved, and they say this is very unprecedented, I think he's let all his power just completely go to his head. He thinks he's the king of the world or something.
Yes.
And so be great to read on whether or not Elon puts Alex Jones back in business or not. Because, if he bought it, he'd let him have it again.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course. How?
Yeah.
All righty.
Let's see what it says.
Let's take a look. Well, mind you, if the Onion bought it, the Elon Musk would have to buy it from the Onion, and
they're saying they didn't have the right bid, or there's some BS going on, because it's always, if it's wrong, it's always the other people's fault. It's never their fault. Yeah. I get show me the original face, the face you had before your parents were born.
Yes.
Well, his grandparents were Nazis.
Yes.
I can tell you that. So you know that he's in there with Alex Jones.
Yeah. Yes. And I got
they're cooking.
Oh yeah, they're stirring something up. He wants to stir something up. Even if he allows Alex Jones to come back, it just means that Alex Jones now has money that the families can go in and take.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I guess some of the families promised that might be it. And I may be wrong, but I think some of the families of the kids that were killed gave the Onion some money to help them buy it, and I think I think that might have been like a loophole that wasn't right to do or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, he is. Yeah. Musk stated
of course he would say that, and he needs to go home. He needs to go home.
Well, now he's threatening Alexander Vindman, and Alexander Vindman is a hero as far as I'm concerned. He calls him a traitor, and that he should be treated as a traitor and hung or whatever. He went on X and started listing people that they were going to intimidate, and how can this be it's like, I'm sure if we had grandchildren and they were 25, 30 years ahead of us, and they look back and say, how could you let this man do this?
Exactly. Yeah. Was it because of all the drugs you smoked in the 60s, Grandma? Is that why the world is effed up right now? Was it because of that?
Yeah. And RFK said heroin made him a better student. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. And it had nothing to do with the worm that ate half his brain.
Well, the caterpillar turned into a butterfly. So I think it's butterfly dreams. Look at that. That's amazing.
Yes. Could very well be.
Wow.
Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Yeah, what a
Really?
time. What a time we are in. But you know what? It's I'm I'm
Mm-hmm.
enjoying it. Maybe ultimately I will realize that I am living in a fool's paradise. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing the world through rose-colored glasses, but I feel really, really optimistic.
Yep.
And then,
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
there's
Something
um,
else coming. There's something coming. Innocent Potato, what happened to Lady G, according to Sherry, who
her
told us
channel has been taken down.
it was somebody said that she was bullying, but
What?
she asked them to look into it. They found nothing. That's what Sherry sent an email last night. I don't know if you got it, but they put her channel back up. But
Good.
but we have we are taking some risk. We are doing that. Yeah. So it's
Yes.
back up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And we absolutely. But you know what? I think it's when you speak truth, it makes people uncomfortable.
True.
And
Yeah.
that's what they react to, is because
Mm-hmm.
you are um, yeah, you're triggering them,
Yes.
something in them. So
No, I know it was.
yeah,
Yeah, it was Linda. It was Lady Ganga. We
Lady
know
G.
it's not Linda G. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
And there was something that came to my mind just a few minutes ago when we were talking before we pulled cards.
Mm.
And what did it have to do? I'm thinking. Well, it's not coming to me, so it couldn't have been that important. Well, or if it was, it'll come back. It'll come
When you're
back.
sleeping.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Wow.
Uh, anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, we have our little challenges that come up.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
deal with them, right?
Yes.
We
That's
deal
all we
with
can
them.
do.
Yeah,
All we can do.
as
Yeah.
as best
I
as
I
we can.
really feel like there was a time when I didn't know what I was going to do. And
Yes.
then I thought, well, I'm here and I was supposed to be here. And so why would I go anywhere?
Yeah.
And so that's why I've decided to stay. And others have decided to stay or go, whatever it is.
Yeah,
And whatever they want to do is their decision. And
exactly.
so yeah, I just feel like you have 300 lifetimes or something and you plan for different things for different lifetimes. And
Yes.
it's just we all need to stand up, and that's where that show on that Sherry and Marina did about standing in the light and keeping in the light and keeping the light on and being enlightened. I mean, all those things. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Shine the light for those that are lost. Let them, yeah, send out that light, love, compassion, and unity to the whole world, whoever needs it, wherever they need it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
go
right.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah.
And yeah, they will
One
take
moment at a
from it
time.
what they can.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yep.
yeah,
One moment at a time.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you guys, okay, there's 156 of you all
Oh
together in
wow.
here. Holy
Okay.
smokes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Denise says that Alex Jones, Elon is trying to insert himself to block the Onion from obtaining any ex's accounts of Alex Jones. That's what it is. I didn't know it was that.
Oh,
Thank you for illuminating that. Because
yes,
he just
absolutely.
let back in a bunch of other wing nuts as well.
Yes.
It's a wing nut. It's a wing nut
Of
social.
course. Of course. There is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to get a little more information on, what Trump was saying or tweeting or whatnot. And I know that I used to be able to just get on Truth Social and just see what was being posted.
Mhm.
Not anymore. Now they want you to sign up, and I'm not about to sign up
No, no.
because no.
I agree with you. I'll see what I see. Somebody must be on Threads that can go to that because I will see like their comment here in the Truth Social because that's when Donald Trump was saying, Happy Thanksgiving, and that includes all the lefty liberals who are horrible and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, what a horrible thing. You can't even be ever happy anytime, ever.
No,
There's nothing
no.
that no, never. But we're all off of, a lot of people are now off of mainstream media, and
Yes.
they're going to learn that they have to pay a very hefty price for what they have done to
Yes.
us. And good for the Mycellus brothers and those that are
Yes.
still on,
Exactly.
on here. Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, support them. Yeah. And yeah, Rose Allen said, time to migrate to Tribe or Blue Sky. I'm on Blue Sky.
I have a Blue Sky account, but I don't find it. I'm not finding anybody. Let's put it that way. It's like when I went on to Threads, and I know that's a Zuckerberg one, but when I went on there, all I have 5,000 Democrats, and we all sit together. And the first week it opened, they were promoting it, and so
yeah.
But I have maybe 5 people over on Blue Sky, so yeah.
Well, maybe 6 now because
okay.
I found you on Blue Sky and followed you.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
So there.
Laura, I don't blame you. It is maddening. It's maddening we all at our age have fought for years and years for equal rights, for women, for everything. And the fact that we're just down back here in the early 60s again, before Martin Luther King even, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. It's just totally ridiculous. So I get it. Yeah. You've got 10, Denise. Good for you.
Yeah. And TW says, could you do a read on Pierre Poilievre as well as Premier of Ontario Ford is in business with Elon? Pierre sounds exactly like Trump. Pierre's wife is from Venezuela.
Really? Sure. We can do that for you.
Absolutely, we can. I know that, yes, when Trump was elected, Ford was talking about, how fabulous this is, and it's wonderful. And, he was on board and supporting Trump until Trump said he was going to put the 25% tariff. And then it was, well, no, you can't do that because that's that's not fair to Ontario. We can't do that. Well, he doesn't have loyalty to anyone. What makes you think you're special?
Right. Yeah.
So
he doesn't even he has no loyalty to even his wife.
Yes, or his children.
Or his kids. Look at this. I get an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to ask him. He's going to ask Elon to intervene on his behalf. I bet.
Yeah. Okay. I get devotee. So Doug Ford is a devotee. He's going to, he's going to follow Trump because he thinks that there is something in there for Trump. Poilievre, he scares me. Because I think that there's a lot of things that he is of like mind with Trump. Now, the problem comes in with, as much as I like Justin Trudeau, I think his best days are behind him.
Time to move on. Yeah.
It's time to move on. And if he insists on hanging on to the leadership and not wanting to step down, not finding someone else, there is a very good chance that Poilievre or Poliver or however he says his name would get in. That would not be a good thing for Canada. Yeah. So it's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation.
Yeah. Who would you want, Marina? That's what Liz is asking. Is there somebody that you could envision that would be a good, leader besides Poilievre or whoever? No.
Yeah, no, definitely not Poilievre, because I mean, part of it is he's a conservative, and very much like the Republicans, they have a tendency to put us deeper into debt and do things. It was the likes of Brian Mulroney who screwed the country when it came to NAFTA and giving up certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, conservatives are like Republicans, and the liberals are more like the Democrats. Right now, I don't know that there is a liberal leader who has the charisma of Justin Trudeau, but I also recognize that Trudeau isn't going to do the country any more favors by digging his heels in. He's already been reelected 3 times.
Oh, really? And you
Yeah.
don't have you don't have a term limit in it? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for polygamy, polymer, whatever, I get dimensional shift. That
Okay.
yeah, something is coming for him as well. And it's funny. Look, the wheels are coming off of that car. So
Oh, they are.
yeah, whatever whatever he thinks he's driving, the message that he thinks that he is sending isn't really reaching everyone.
Yeah. Is he rewriting history? Because that's the card I got.
Yeah. Yeah. They,
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, they tend to talk an awful lot about all the things that Justin Trudeau did, and Justin Trudeau this, and Justin Trudeau that. Justin Trudeau saved Canada during the big C event by making sure that everyone who was entitled to be receiving money from the government, instead of unemployment, that you were receiving that $2,000 a month. That allowed you to at least pay your rent, pay your mortgage, buy your groceries, and keep the economy going, so that we were not, we didn't fall as bad as some other countries did.
That's right.
So, the problem that I have with a lot of people is, well, you took the check, you had access to that money for almost 2 years, and now you're crying because we're in debt? Yeah. Give the money back. It's simple. Give the money back.
And that's exactly what I hear all the time. Here, people complain about the conservatives don't ever. I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied. Pass bills. And then so the Democrats pass the bills, but then the conservatives go home and say, yes, we were the ones that gave you that, that money, which is BS. The hypocrisy is absolutely astounding.
Yes. Yeah. I'm voting for Trump. He sent me a check.
Right.
No, he put his name on a check that Obama.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. Or yeah. Yeah. So there you go. But yeah, I'm are there any women in Canadian politics who would be good? I'm going to have to do a little more research. I wish that we had like a what's her name, Katie? Oh, who's the one? I think she's she was out of California. Katie.
Not Katie Hobbs. Not Katie. Oh, Katie Porter. I love Katie Porter. She's brilliant. Yeah.
I would love to have one of her up here. Would love to have one of her. So
yeah.
Oh, but we have, we have our, we can call them Mega 2.0 or Mega wannabe, but there's a few of them up here. In Canada that have some of the same beliefs, same things and whatnot. And and for those of you who didn't see it, I did put up a video just the other day called Immigration for Dummies. And it talks about, kind of the difference between an immigrant, a refugee, and so on, because a lot of people tend to put everyone in the same basket, right? We got to get rid of the immigrants.
I know. Yeah. Yes, and then get rid of the vegetables and get rid of all the fruit.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
And the
Yeah.
money that they pay that they never get back, that
Yes.
billions of dollars. And I'm sure it happens the same way in Canada. It's
Absolutely.
always this way. People
Yes.
don't real, oh, I don't want any immigrants. Well, guess what? You were probably an immigrant if you're not a Native American in every one of these countries. So
Exactly.
shut up.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Totally. 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 So, yeah, and a lot of people don't understand that immigrants bring value
They do.
to the country because they have made a conscious decision to move to that country.
Yeah.
And they have to go through a process and they have to be accepted and so on and so forth. A refugee is someone who, through no fault of their own, just kind of shows up at your door and says,
Please, sir,
please,
can I
yeah,
have some more?
yeah, yeah. It's think of it in terms of that, that abused woman who finally has the courage to leave in the middle of the night.
That's right.
And shows up at your door and says, please, may I just come in for a minute? Right. So there, whether it is, political persecution, whether it's, gangs or whatever, a refugee they have been forced out of their country. So yes, they may arrive at your door and yes, they may need a helping hand. And if the situation was reversed, wouldn't you want someone to give you a helping hand?
That's right.
So,
yeah.
That's
right.
Yep. Yeah. Anyway, all right, that's enough of my little rant. Listen,
we'll get off of our pedestal and we'll go
back down to earth.
Watch some TV. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. My gosh. Yeah. So listen, thank you, each and every one of you, for being here with us and spending part of your Friday evening.
Yeah.
And hopefully you enjoyed the conversation with each other. And that's what it's all about, to know that you are not here alone.
Right.
You are here with other like-minded people.
Uh-huh.
And thank you for being here. And Allie, it's a pleasure doing this with you. Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that I didn't glitch once we got started. So thank you, internet gods. And yes, thank you, Marina.
Yes, absolutely. All right, listen, you all take care, and we'll see you next week. Check our community tabs. That's usually where you can find out what we're up to next.
That's right.
Yep.
Much love. Bye, everybody.
Bye.